Airdrops represent an opportunity for Ethernauts to rake in hundreds or thousands of dollars for using new protocols. While this may seem like an unimpressive amount to the passing TradFi speculator, to an Ethernaut in the cryptoverse, these airdrops could be the seeds of $1 million portfolio. So what is an airdrop exactly? An airdrop is a distribution of tokens to an address that meets some criteria. Airdrops are generally used to reward early users of a protocol, and they also provide some incentives for adoption. Uniswap and Optimism are examples of lucrative airdrops worth hundreds or thousands of dollars at the time of disbursement. Furthermore, by holding these, users could have seen a 1,245.95% or 161.79% appreciation at least on their principal, respectively. While airdrops are not guaranteed, the stats show that genuine users are more likely to get a healthy disbursement. So great protocols without a token are likely to drop one in the future. Now this possibility of making hundreds of dollars from spending $10 or $20 on transaction fees is very exciting. Secondly, using nascent tokenless platforms will acquaint you with the cutting edge tech that may shape the future. Even without receiving an airdrop, the knowledge and experience from using platforms is worth the transaction fees several times over. So what's the catch with airdrops? After considering these objectives, I concluded that this was a worthwhile pursuit for me, but consider this and come to your own conclusion. First of all, taxes and reporting might be an issue. Depending upon where you live, this might mean keeping an account of every single transaction or calculating your gains and losses for each trade. Now, this process can be pretty cumbersome, but software like Ledger can automate certain elements of the process and save you substantial time. The second issue is gas fees. So you're going to need to pay for the Ethereum blockchain to perform the computation required to use these protocols. Now, while a lot of these protocols have cheap transaction fees, sometimes it can still be quite expensive. Additionally, most protocols will charge a small use fee. The cost to use Ethereum changes depending upon how relatively demanded it is at that time. You can check out the Ethereum gas price chart in the original article to see this relationship for yourself. For reference, it only costs a few dollars or less to bridge assets to Optimism, maybe 10 cents to 60 cents each time you want to perform an action. Additionally, these protocols must establish that you are a genuine user, not a farmer or a bot. And this means you need to take the protocol seriously, and you need to use it for some time. So if it took you 3 hours to use Optimism and a total of $10, you're risking 3 hours and $10 for the chance to make, say, $150 an hour. Is that a bet you're willing to take? There's no guaranteed payout. Even if you use Optimism, Uniswap, and other protocols, there is no guarantee that there's going to be future airdrops. Many people are spamming the system with bots, and market conditions make it unlikely that users will hold continuously. My current speculation is that more protocols will start issuing airdrops as bearish conditions taper or clearly start disappearing. Next steps to get started. So to experiment with a platform that doesn't have a token yet, below are 3 platforms I have my eye on for potential future airdrops. The first is Arbitrum, which has panned out well. They already had their airdrop. And the third one, ZK Sync, which at the time of this recording has still not dropped, is a scaling and privacy engine for Ethereum. Its current functionality scope includes low gas transfers of ETH and ERC20 tokens in the Ethereum network. It has atomic swaps and limit orders, as well as native L2 NFT support. That is a quote describing ZK Sync from ZK Sync. It's fast, private, super cheap. This might lead to my favorite L2 platform, even though they are behind Uniswap and Arbitrum regarding ecosystem development. This is not investment advice. Nothing in this article or any other work by Matt Farrow constitutes professional or financial advice, nor does any information in this article constitute a comprehensive or complete statement of the matters discussed or the law regarding thereto. Matt Farrow is not a fiduciary by virtue of any person's use or access to this article content.